Okay, instantly basing here. Why do we base here and not do Drake? Why do we base here and not do camps, guys? If anyone can answer that, you're a genius, okay? You know tempo if you can answer that correctly and why you should base. The reason why you guys are not translating your leads, number one, you're not maintaining your lead because you're trying to force stuff because you're 5-0. Number two is because you're not syncing with your team and you're not thinking about an objective. That is literally 90% of the coaching sessions, by the way, what it comes down to. Just very quickly, guys, if you are already part of the Jungle Academy, you can skip here. However, if you are not part of the Jungle Academy and are someone who wants to fast track to their rank goals within the Jungle Academy, you will have access to coaching sessions with me where we are going to pinpoint your biggest weaknesses in the form of learning objectives. Okay, there's going to be a bunch of games like this. I'm sure this is not the first rodeo for you in this kind of game, right? And they can't all they can't all just be instant losses. There are definitely ways that you can still win. You will also have access to in-depth champion guides as well as an entire community of like-minded junglers to help on your entire journey. Check links in the description below to get $10 off. Use code LEO. Hope to see and work with some of you there. Now let's continue the video. Let's talk a little bit about a gameplay in this game, you know, what I'm thinking when I'm loading into this game. So the first thing that stands out to me is this Galio right here, okay? The Galio pick is so nice to play around when you are playing Lee Sin. The Thresh lane, okay, the bot lane, that is something that's grabbing my attention here. And then the top lane it's an interesting lane to think about in terms of ganking because, you know, usually you don't really want to path towards tanks, right? But this is actually a really easy kill. So honestly, all three of these lanes, which is perfect for a Lee Sin game, all three lanes are very, very, you know, kind of killable. And this game I'm going to start a pot. I'm hosting a Briar. So I'm expecting, you know, potential early skirmishing and whatnot. So I just want to make sure I am as powerful as I possibly can be for that situation. And in this game, I'm going to start Raptors. The reason for this is because I love the cross gank mid. I like the fact that I can, you know, potentially kill bot early. You know, I might even do like a 3-camp base kind of clear. Should I do 3-camp base clear? We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely just do Raptors red Krugs, I think. We'll just see how bot is doing. Obviously, I have to decide by the time I'm doing the Raptors what I want to do. By the time I'm doing the red buff. But yeah, it's already fighting. So I'm just going to plan to 3-camp and then I'll either base or gank bot. Alright, they already killed. Cool. We got a ward on her Raptors here, which is nice. I'm going to actually hold my Q here to Q the next camp. And I'm going to E them all. So in this case, I'm just going to base because I've already like kind of paused in this side. The thing is here that my bot lane is going to base. So it just means I kind of missed out on this timer. So we just hit the B button. And we'll just buy a longsword and we'll do this kind of path in this game. So this is nice as well, right? When you base and you do this path, it's nice because I can kind of like path back to bot side now. Something's going on here. Yeah, and then Briar won't base either, so there's no play for me there. Or she won't be killable. That makes sense. You know, I'm thinking like maybe there's a chance that I could have like invaded her on her bot side here, but I just think that, you know, I'm already on this side of the map, unfortunately. This is not really going to be a play. So I just got to make sure that I ping now, that because Briar is here. I'm just going to do simple pings like this. And of course, like, you know, camp cycling in this game has just gone out the window completely because, yeah, I'm just expecting so much action. So I'm just trying to clear as fast as I can and like be in position to either gank top, gank mid, cross gank to bot. It would be great to like go to the bot crab. It's just that it's just too much of a flip. So even in this game, right, even though bot lane is fighting, even though everything, like this guy's just the freest kill ever. So you just got to keep your eyes open to this kind of stuff. He still has flashes, so we have to like kind of play it slow. Walk up, use 0 abilities here, because he needs to just try and 1v1 me. Yep, and then he's going to do that, and I'm going to make sure I get the kill. Beautiful. Again, as soon as I finish this, I just ping the cross map immediately. I just instantly, after I make a play and I'm finished with the play and I'm not focused on the play anymore, I instantly just ping the cross map. Okay, we're looking here now. So now I want to cross back to my Raptors and I want to do a little cross gank mid here. If he's not giving me the gank at all, I want to just cross because I don't want Briar to take my Raptors. So I'll just cross immediately now. We see that there's a ward here. Again, I'm going to ping my bot lane one more time because I think Briar can be there. The enemy also know that I'm on the bot side now. So, you know, whenever I show like this, I'm expecting, Briar might invade me here. If she doesn't invade me here, she's most likely just recalling. I'm taking a look at the bot wave here because I want to know what I'm going to do after the Krugs. Am I going to look for another play bot? I do have spare time because my top side camps are not yet. So I really want to look for a bot play here. I'm going to check the chat. Any summoners being pinged? None at all. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just go and recall behind my bot lane here. Okay, look, my wolves are 25 seconds, right? So just expend a little bit of time here. I can kind of see that there's going to be nothing now. There's just going to be nothing, so I just base. And then I ping my other side. As soon as I'm on the opposite side, boom, look at that. This guy backs up. Look at that, guys. Communication, okay? You gotta have that communication skill in you. All right. So because Briar did not make any plays on the bot side now, we're assuming that she's on Raptors. She's just on Krug, she's doing Raptors, and this is how you can internally try and track the enemy jungler just by saying, well, if he's not doing A, he must be doing B. Okay, and Cho'Gath has no flash. I actually forgot to ping that, but he has no flash, so he is also a target. Okay, something's happening mid. I immediately want to run there. Okay, nothing's happening, so then I just go back. We see Briar crossing, so now again, we just keep kind of, you know, tracking her. Okay, now she's going to go to the bot side. She's going to do her wolves, her gromp. We're thinking, is there anything top lane here? Ooh, it looks like there is something top lane. So I'm going to ping here on the way. I'm going to ping on the wave that I want to dive. Okay, that's the wave I want to dive on. I want to dive on this wave. Because Gragas still needs to push one more. If he can cancel that, that's amazing. Good. Now he's just screwed. Because now he is, you know, in this position. And we're just going to quickly chunk, or we're just going to... Because he walked into us, we can just finish him off immediately. And again, I'm going to ping the Briar's options. This is a rinse and a repeat, guys. I make a play, high percentage play, and I ping what the Briar's options are. So now I just can wait around here for top grab. I don't want to look for this mid gank. I'm just going to ping what Briar's doing. If she goes on Drake here, right, I'm watching her. I'm just watching what she does. What are you going to do here? What are you going to do here? Oh, you're going to go for Drake? Okay, well, I'm going to take Scuttle first because I know that I have time to do it. Okay, but I do want to contest. So obviously, I need to make sure I push the Scuttle towards the bot side here. But I want to make sure everyone knows that I want to fight. And even though I'm on the top crab here, the buffer period for Briar to take this Drake is so long. So I'm just going to get look, it's still half HP. So, you know, I'm even being greedy in the fact that I'm taking the Scuttle here. Again, I'm just continuously pinging my bot lane here. I'm like, yo. There's no way we're giving this. Okay, my Galio's just going mid. Okay, the enemy gets off the Drake. Oh, okay, nice. My Galio's... Gonna make sure I maybe ward dash here. I'm a bit scared of these two bushes. But that's it. Okay? When the dragon resets, by the way, guys, it doesn't mean we take Drake now. It just means we... That's good. Right? That's all we want. We just don't want them on the Drake. So now I'm thinking in my game plan. Okay, I'm just gonna clear my bot side. Just gonna clear my bot side. And then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do after Krugs. Okay, as soon as it's fighting, I want to click and pan. Like, the second that there is fighting, I just want to go there. Because it's on my strong side as well, right? Q off the hook. Wait for a second. Just kill him straight away. And very nice. This might be... Oh, that's my Galio. Okay, interesting. Instantly basing here. I thought that was like... For some reason, I thought that was the enemy Galio's ult because it was like red. Okay, instantly basing here. Why do we base here and not do Drake? Why do we base here and not do camps, guys? If anyone can answer that, you're a genius. Okay, you know tempo if you can answer that correctly and why you should base. Your top camps are up. The enemy has death tempo. So the enemy team, because we made a play bot, the enemy team actually has tempo here over us. Okay? That's how tempo works. Move for move. League of Legends is very, very move based. The only time we can go for a second move there on Drake is if we're strong enough to kill them if they contest us. And that's something that everyone always gets wrong. They always look for the Drake there and they die. And they wonder how or why they can't translate their lead. Alright, so we just continue playing it. So this is also a situation that a lot of people get into. This idea of like grubs are spawning, but my bot side is also alive. So here you always just go for the, you just go for the grubs here because again, you are stronger. Right, I'm just going to use this. I'm going to have a look. Boom. And then here I'll just, you know, again, I'm paying attention to the lanes. I'm going to ping my laners like this. Look how I'm pinging. Look how I'm pinging. I'm making them know, hey, we're doing this play. If my team... For whatever reason. So the first step is to ping your team, guys. The second step is to adapt to what they do. So if my Galio and my top laner decide that they don't want any part of this, and watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to instantly... Oh, never mind. I'm going to take the scuttle first because it's right here. Again, I'm going to ping the other side. Right? I'm going to ping the other side because Briar is about to gank bot. Okay? And at the end of the day, right, all you can do is ping. If they end up dying anyway, then it is what it is. I'm just going to cross now. As you can see, I knew that Briar... Oh, is he the ultimate? Oh, she ulti spot. Yep. Ooh, but something is interesting here, guys. She does not have a blue buff. She does not have a blue buff. So, what am I going to do here? I'm going to take blue. I'm going to ping my Galio here with me. I'm going to pull it into the bush because I don't want her to know that I'm on it. And my Galio is not responding. Oh, Briar stayed bot. I see, I see. Now we're just going to go for Briar. Oh, never mind. She's backing away, so we back away. So they just use a move. Briar is now playing safe, or she's kind of basing. So I'm going to start the Drake. Okay, now I'm going to start the Drake. The reason why I'm going to start the Drake here, guys, is because if the enemy team contests, they also just use a move. Remember, they use a move. The bot lane tempo is kind of even because they both at the same time. But if the enemy contests here, I'm sure that if we fight, we will win the fight. So I'm getting ready for a turn here. My turn here is going to be just following up with like a WQ. Very strong here in the bot side. We can even look for potentially more plays here, like in between. We don't really need to overforce it. She's running already the safe way around, so we don't overforce it. We go back to our camps. Now, this is a very interesting position to be in because I like greeting here, okay? Greeting just means my initial plan is to do red Krugs and just full clear up. That's what greeting means here. So we're just going to farm. Regular fundamentals, guys. Regular fundamentals. We kind of have our top side. I mean, she could kind of jungle her top side. She doesn't really know what I'm doing, though, so it's not really likely that she'll do that. And yeah, this is a great greed round. This is a great example of a round where you just be greedy. There's no objectives. You know, even though we're pathing away from bot lane now, even though that sometimes, you know, gets people confused about, oh, aren't you pathing away from your bot lane now? It doesn't matter, right? Just do whatever's best for you. Now I can do Wolves, Gromp, Scuttle, and I'm going to be Thanos. Okay? That's what we're thinking. And the more, right, the more you do these fundamentals, guys, the more that you apply all these little habits, okay? At the end of the day, improving at League is generally, it's like 80% habits. Okay, little habits like this, okay? Top lane is trading. So instead of going for the top scuttle here, we're going to run straight into the lane, top lane. Okay, he kills, so we change our mind. We ping the other side again. We back ping, boom, boom. Guys, make sure you notice how I'm pinging. It's not just like pinging like this in the jungle, okay? It's pinging who the danger is, right? The Briar. And, you know, you can add like pings like this too. You can add this. That's a great way to ping. Now, I do my greed round. I check her camps here. I know that they're probably down, but I check them anyway, and then I just press B. And I just press B. And as I'm basing, I'm looking around. I'm looking at what's happening. Gonna buy some items as fast as we can. Oh, maybe I'll just go... I'll just build these bits here. Whatever. Okay, where's that at? Where's that at? Probably bot side. And look at that. He dies anyway. Okay, but they made a play here, right? Now, the good thing about your team dying like this sometimes is that sometimes the Corki here, or someone, they make it a little bit greedy. Okay, so this is what's called an int check. Look at that. I already saw the Corki moving forwards. Look at this, guys. Int check. So I'm not going to go for Briar here. I'm just going to go for the free Corki. Boom. So even though your team dies, this guy knows it. He knows it's cooked. Int check. You're checking if the enemy is going to int. Okay? And even though your bot lane dies, even though your Lucian dies, you can find stuff still. Alright, so my Krugs is spawning in 10 seconds. I got some spare time. I'm just going to roam around here a second with Thresh. Okay? Then as soon as we find nothing, we clear the vision, we back away. And we do the Krugs. And we're very, very, very powerful right now as Lee Sin. Nearly at 2 items. But the thing is, when you're ahead, guys, the game doesn't really change. Okay, the game is the same game. It's just that there are going to be more plays potentially to make. Now, the enemy support roam top just now. Okay, you should look to do a cross-map play. However, in this case here, I think the Corki is already going to get cooked 1v2. So... yeah, I'm just going to leave it. Right, they're already winning here. I don't need to, like, overload my resource there. It's a bit unfortunate that he saw me here. So I can't really make a play here either, because I just don't see anyone, right? I don't see the enemy top, enemy mid is, you know, in lane, my mid's not. So we just keep farming. And it's so odd sometimes, you know, you can be 5-0. You can be 5-0, and, you know, you're just farming. And this is what a lot of people get wrong. They just think because you're so strong that it just means do plays all the time. Of course, you know, you can be 5-0 and be making, and then you could be missing opportunities for sure. But League of Legends is always just the same. It's always just, okay, look, my team is making a big play bot happening. Okay, I'm watching it. I'm thinking, okay, can I be involved in this? It doesn't really look like it right now. So I'm just going to do my own play, okay? And I'm just going to push mid. Now, if Briar goes bot, oh, look at that. All numbers there. So I still want to look, but this is like something that, I mean, I could have got involved in it potentially. Okay, maybe Gragas, like, maybe they chase Gragas here. So this guy's definitely dead. But maybe we can make a play with Gragas here. Yep. Looks good. Okay, he missed everything. Maybe we can still kill. We do the combo. Just kill him and get out. That's it. Kill him and get out. Ping his flash. Oh, shit. Am I dead to the bleed? I'm chilling. Alright, just live. Save your bounty. Drake is in 5 seconds. So I'm going to try and base here very quickly. I'm going to back ping. I don't really have any camps to heal off here, so I'm going to try and just base. And then maybe I can run straight back here. And I'm very strong. A little bit more. I'll start going to my Krogs right now. We're going to just try and assess the map right now. So you always want an objective to play for. In this case, I want to play for the Drake. It is kind of currently downtime. My Galio has no TP in his top lane, and my team is making a play mid, which is not good, but we're going to just watch. Okay, they're winning anyway, so now we are going to do the... Oh, never mind. Corki shows up. New information. New information unlocked. So we're just going to go and kill Corki. And... Yep, he's going to try and... We're holding our Q, we're holding our Q, we're holding our Q. And just to show you guys, you know, just make it secure, right? Don't make him flash or something. Obviously, I didn't really need to use ult here, but... Gragas is now bot lane, so now I'm not going to push another wave because he's going to take care of it, and I'm just going to do the Drake. My bot lane is basing here, but the enemy are dead. So we're just going to take Drake. Now, when you're on Drake, when you're in objectives, guys, think about what you're going to do after the objective. Am I going to go back to my camps here? Or am I going to go check his blue here? Is it uptime? Is it downtime? Okay, my Thresh is definitely going to base after this because he's like out of mana. He's out of everything. So I can take blue, but I just need to be careful. Okay, if the blue is down, then we just don't do anything. Okay, the blue is down, we just go back to camps. Okay, it's downtime here. Okay, when your Thresh is here, okay, just wait for him. Okay, now my Galio is basing. Okay, more time for you to farm. And if you had a lot of gold here, you would base with them. And this applies, guys, every fundamental that I'm also talking about here, it applies to every single champ. It applies to every single champion. Now, take a look. All right, my Galio is staying again. Okay, but it's okay. We see numbers here, so we can take the top crowd. And we always want to have it. See, this is what I mean. Like, Galio delaying his base. Okay, now he didn't base again, so now we're just playing uptime. Which is, we're taking Scuttle. You know, we skipped our topside camps here. You see that? We didn't go for our topside camps. Now we go for the Rift Herald because it's uptime. So if my Gragas gets ganked by 5 people here, I want to be able to trade Rift Herald, not my topside camps. And closing the game out should be... It's not something where you just, you know, it all ends in one big explosion, like ending the game or snowballing the game. You got to play for the next objective. Okay, what's the next objective? Okay, my Thresh is basing, so I'm going to base with him. Look at that. I was about to Rift top, but I adapted and I said, oh, my bot lane's basing. Okay, never mind. Let's not do that play. I accidentally bought wrong here as well, but that's okay. Can I buy Cleaver this game? No, Cleaver's not. That's fine. So I adapted there, right? My team is basing. We gotta, you know, we got to sync with our team. We got to sync. Okay. Now, uptime straight away. So I'm not touching a camp here. I am literally running straight into the enemy jungle here. And I'm looking to kill this guy. And I'm looking to kill this guy. And I'm going to ping these 2 towers. And now that I see this guy's here, so I'm going to say, okay, this is not allowed to be happening. So I'm protecting waves here. This is how you actually snowball the game. Okay, this guy ran forward. Okay, and we actually lost the wave there, which kind of sucks. Yes, push. Push. Okay, fighting happening mid. So I'm just adapting to the fact that I do want to fight, right? I want to use my Rift Herald here. I want to flank the Xerath. And I just want to be a part of the fights because I'm so strong now, right? I'm so strong that I just want to be a part of the fights. It doesn't have flash, or... Nice. Huge. So you see why it's so important there to skip your camps. Because no matter what, we are protecting waves. And if the enemy all just respect, right? Which is very, very rare. But if they do all respect, then you just take vision or you just get some camps. Then then you can just go back to your camps. But most likely they're not. It'll look something like this. Okay, so look here, right? All the enemy topside camps are up. So what are you going to do? You're not going to go back to your camps. You're going to take the enemy camps. Okay? It is very important that after you win a fight, you take everything. You absolutely annihilate the enemy jungle. Like this. Annihilation. And then here I'm going to be a little bit more greedy, but I am thinking about downtime because look at my team again. Look at my Thresh. Look at my team. So we're not going to stay here to hit this tower, right? Even though there's a little juicy plate there because of this. Now, I think that I can win this guy, to be honest with you. So, and I'll instantly do it. This guy Medjas or something, he won that kill. God damn. Okay, here we go. 3 items. We are hitting critical mass. We are hitting critical mass. Okay, my Lucian spacing here. What should we do? Should we run into their jungle? Nope. If your team is out of sync, you farm your camps. If your team is in sync, being as in everyone's pushed up, you play with them. Or you play with that pressure. Obviously, there's more to it than just that, but this is essentially the idea of it. And, you know, practice farming, practice squeezing more out of the game. Okay, we want to play for Baron next, so we're taking a look at this fight. Okay, we're winning the fight. We want to play for the top tower and the Baron, because we always want to have an objective in mind. Yeah, okay. Can we do Baron here, guys? Let's see. This is where I have to adapt to my team. If my team comes to Baron, we can Baron. If my team doesn't come to Baron, then, you know, I have to go and play for, like, the bot side camps here, and then we just play for Drake. Which is okay, right? It's okay to just adapt to your team here. Even though Baron may have been a better play, even though breaking top tower may have been a better play, it is still, League of Legends is still a game where, you know, you have 4 other teammates, 4 of these variables. Wow, this feels crazy. Okay, so we're just peeling, we're just kind of like front to backing here. And then we may be able to look for a... Okay, we missed Q, we back. So, I would usually honestly play this... Okay, maybe this is winnable now. And this guy has no mana. You have no mana. And I missed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Lucian on Drake. I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to hit this tower. I'm just going to do the Drake. We're going to take the Drake. We're going to keep playing uptime, downtime. We're going to think about the next objective. We're not going to chase kills there. You know, we fought there. Obviously, you know, you could see that as a little bit chasing kills. But it's because the Corki also vouched for it, right? Like, my initial play is to back off. Now we're going to reset because we have gold. And if we have gold, we will base. And then after we base, we will play for the next objective. Always have it. The reason why you guys are not translating your leads, number 1, you're not maintaining your lead because you're trying to force stuff because you're 5-0. Number 2 is because you're not syncing with your team and you're not thinking about an objective. That is literally 90% of the coaching sessions, by the way, what it comes down to. Okay, Nami is looking to get vision. Okay, I should have a pink here for Baron as well, but we're going to start it here, okay? Now, I think typically you should play for top tower, but because we are just so far ahead, again, if the enemy team comes to contest us here, we would just jump over the wall and just kill them. And also Lee Sin, playing Lee Sin, I can just tank the Baron forever. With the shields, you know, as you can see, we're taking absolutely 0 damage here. It is just a little bit sus still, but of the enemy ceiling. Okay, look, push, push. So this is a good example, actually. If your team is not going to push the wave or the tower that you want to play for, you should go and do it. Okay, my Lucian's taking another base. This guy loves to base. Okay, in this case, we're going to stay on the map because we don't want to... You know, we can just play off numbers here. Obviously, you know, it is downtime here. But we just have to be careful. That's the main thing you need to think about. You just need to be careful because, yeah, stuff like this can happen and then Briar can appear out of nowhere. They can have extra numbers here and, you know, that's not good. So I'm going to try and direct my team here, guys. We need to break this tower. You know, closing the game out in League of Legends. That's what I mean. You got to be careful. Closing the game out is like layers of an onion, okay? Not A-ramming. You don't want to A-ram. I think this guy's killable. Let's get some CC going. Cool. Layers of an onion. Every tower, you know, before you just try and bulldoze your way down mid, just get all the outer towers. Use your Baron, push your waves, get your waves in. As you can see, I've not touched any of my camps. And there's a lot of occasions where I'm not touching my camps, guys. But I'm still 216 CS at 24 minutes, right? As a Lee Sin. Someone who typically people think, oh, this is like not a farming champion. So just play very slow here. Your job as Lee Sin is just to, you know, kind of shield, you know, press a Q here and there, do some fishing. And then, again, we're looking for objectives to take. We're looking at the bot inhibit here, maybe, and we're going to ping it. You got to remember that the enemy, even though it's 27 kills to 11, the enemy still have, like, somewhat of a chance here. And again, yeah, we should just back off now. To close this game out cleanly, it doesn't even end here. It doesn't even end right now. I needed to be able to anti-heal this game, I think. That was a bit of a mistake, but that's okay. Too busy talking fundamentals. Okay, we're going to base. Team is fighting. Still gonna base. It's okay. And then we'll actually build executioners here. Again, we're ditching all our camps here, guys. When the enemy are dead, we're looking at enemy camps. We're looking at enemy waves. We really would like to push this. So I'm gonna tell my team, yo, push top. Get the top tower. And I'm just running into Shadow, right? I'm just clicking here. I'm having a look. I'm doing some pants. We're having a look at what's happening. And we're just in between here, clearing vision. As you can see, Lucian's now pushing top, so we're all in between. Now they have to deal with 2 lanes of super minions. We got Baron for a little bit longer. When you get triple inhib, the game is kind of over. Okay, triple inhib is like game is kind of over. It's not 100% over. It's pretty over because super minions are super OP. If someone is contesting your waves, trying to take your waves, you go and kill them. Yep, you kill them. They're trying to, you know, your minions are your army, guys. You got to protect your army and kind of let them do the work for you. But this Corki absolutely has no fear. This guy is a menace. Hey, look, my team is not here. Okay, this is what you got to constantly track because you have 1 second of loss of focus there. You Q in on Corki, right? You just fight and you're not really thinking much. That is that's all the enemy team. I mean, it probably doesn't mean that we lose, but you know, it's what you don't want to do. Okay, we have kick back up. Let's look for a play. Don't need to kick this guy. Wait for him to flash. I don't have a ward. Oh. Close. I'm looking to do a little bit of a... I'm looking for a kick flash. Okay, and we end the game. Cool. So, yeah, that sums up this game. This was obviously a very, very fundamental game. If you guys were able to learn something from this, leave a comment down below. Consider dropping a like, dropping a sub, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, peace.